to go with an agency has definitely been worthwhile for us.
Both parties get filtered. So as a host family, you get filtered by the au pair agency before you can have an au pair. And hopefully that means that, you don't get crazy families hosting au pairs or people who are not going to treat their au pairs properly. And at the same time, the au pairs get filtered by the agency. And so hopefully that means that, by the time they've gone through an agency in their home country and an agency in Australia, you've got a really good quality of person who is going to fit into your family, do their best, try hard and make life easy. So I just think there's some filtering from both sides. There's some protection for both parties. And also, if it doesn't work out, there's some kind of support system. If you've got an au pair who's come to you through a platform and it doesn't work out, you can't ring the agency and say, hey, this is not working out. Can you help us? Can you find a new place for the au pair? Or the au pair can't ring and say, hey, I'm not happy here. I need a new host family. You're just left without much of a solution. And I think that must be very stressful both for the au pairs and for the host families.
Yeah, just the support of the process. I feel like the families and then the au pairs themselves are equally invested because there is a commercial element. And then not having to sort of screen and find all potential candidates. You guys obviously do that for us, getting the sort of background, having all of the safety and children checks, and then the interview process. So if you're a busy person who just wants a really quality, good au pair, that paying the funds to go with an agency has definitely been worthwhile for us.
Agencies have the resources to screen and shortlist for you, and that saves a great deal of time. It doesn't eliminate the possibility of picking the wrong person, but it improves the odds considerably. And you are choosing a person to care full-time for your children based on a video chat with someone on the other side of the world. So frankly, I'll take whatever help I can get.
And I think it's also good not to have too many expectations. I know quite a few au pairs who've had very bad experiences, who know the girls that we work with, and it's usually where they haven't used an agency and where they've found themselves in a family where they're basically getting treated like a housekeeper instead of being there to play with kids. And I mean, your au pair is not your housekeeper. Your au pair is there to spend time with the children. So I think getting the expectations right, and agreed between everybody at the start in terms of what the au pair is going to do is very important. And we have an au pair handbook, which kind of says, look, here is how the week looks. I need you in the kitchen every morning during the week at 7 o'clock to help get the kids ready for school. And then at 8 o'clock, either you're spending the day with Saskia if it's on Monday or Tuesday, or if you're not, then you've got the whole day free until kind of 3:30 or 4 in the afternoon when they come back. And then I need your help again at the end of the day to make sure they do their homework and to help me get their dinner and, just to make sure their clothes are all folded and their school things are ready for the next day. But it's important not to, you're not wanting to have your au pair work from morning till night, because that way that will ensure you'll have a very unhappy au pair who doesn't want to stick around. And that's not what you want.
100%. Yeah, the process is so much easier than trying to trawl through Facebook and do it yourself. And because both the au pair family and the au pairs are so invested in it, it's a much better process. So will always go through an agency, and Smart Au Pairs have always been super helpful.